Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of Let's Play Mass Effect 3. We are here on the retrofitted Normandy SR2. Just kind of looking around, getting a feel for the ship. So we've been to the men's restroom. I think we've been to life support, haven't we? Yeah, that was where we just were. And that was Thane's room in the old ship. There's the crew's quarters. Doing some late night reading, some studying, writing home. Hopefully home is in one of the colonies, because you always think you're safe on Earth, but not safe anywhere from the Reapers. And this was Katsumi's room, right? Or actually, I think I have that backwards. This was Samara's room, and the other one was Kasumi's. Pretty sure. That's a lie. I'm not actually sure at all, but yeah, that sounds right. Anyway, it doesn't really matter now because neither of them are on my crew. Have we been around here? I'm all disoriented now. I think we have. Yes, that's the doctor's area. And so Miranda's office is now Liara's office. That makes sense. Okay. I like Liara better anyway. So that's the crew deck. Let's head down to engineering. I guess it was always 5 decks. We just couldn't go down to the bottom deck except as part of the final mission of the game. So this was Zaid's room. And there's Mrs. Reporter Lady.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
So you can try to get support for the war effort, or you can get revenge against Cerberus. War's got to come first.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
That would be a sight. Look at her board here. It's pretty cool. John calls soon. Missing. Lots of missing posters. Some kid fishing. Very cool. There's her quarters. I like how the rooms actually have beds. That makes a lot of sense. It's kind of a shame I can access all these areas, because it's not going to be like the last game where you access a room as you find the crew member. Oh, this isn't the room anymore. What's his name's room? Grunt. Ah, I'm forgetting all their names. God, it's only been like 3 days. Oh, my engineers. Hopefully they're okay.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams.
I remember
What are
him.
you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR2?
Rather have Tally.
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Oh, that's cool. I like that some people accepted the call and some didn't.
Why
That
didn't
makes
you
sense.
join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an
I don't
officer
blame
of
ya.
the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Oh, good.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means...
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
Glad you approve. The thing he mentioned about the core overheating and the shielding I got for it is actually referenced to Mass Effect 2. That's one of the ways your crew members die. I think it's not a random crew member, but a crew member selected from a priority list that is down here in engineering and dies if you don't have the upgrade, because the core will overheat during the approach to the collector base.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
She's
Never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I still don't 100% trust her, but I trust her more than I do most people in this game. Honestly,
Carry on, Adams.
she's done good
Aye,
work.
aye, sir.
I think Joker and me are both in the same boat too. At first, we hated the idea of having an AI on the ship, but she grows on you. Guess she's kind of programmed to. Very cool. All right, so I'd rather have Tally or those two Russian kids, but I can't have them. Adams is about as good as they come. Anyone down here? Jack's area of the woods. What's that? Oh. There's lights. Oh, they are. Okay. A model shadow broker. Oh, his vessel, I guess. Okay. That's cool. What's this? A model sovereign. So I guess these are like my models from the last game that they just put down here in storage. Oh, that's cool. I wonder if they're all here. Now I kind of want to look around, make sure I didn't miss any. There's how Joker got here, I think. End of the last game. Yeah, it explains a lot if he had brittle bone system. That must have been heroic for him to... I mean, he saved the ship and by doing so warned me and my crew and pretty much saved the galaxy. At least the human colonies. Alright, one more floor to go, and then our tour of the Normandy SR2 retrofitted will be done. Show bay. Loading screens are nice and quick, which is good, because this is also on my hard drive and not my solid state drive, so... That's, I guess BioWare does respond well to criticism. And I mean, with how well these games have done, I'm sure it was worth the investment. There's a model freighter. It's good to see the games. What's that weapons bench? I don't need that. The games are popular enough that they warrant the extra expense. Doing some exercising, I see. Oh, it's James. Okay.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Paladin.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld.
Yes, it is the Turian homeworld.
You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great.
It'd be a lot easier if he wasn't exercising during this.
Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well...
Stop grunting and start talking. Thank you. It's starting to get annoying.
Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
That's why I actually crack my neck like that too all the time. Let's see if I can do it now. There we go. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I tried to resist doing it during the Let's Play, in case it is audible. But anyway.
I think I can handle it.
What is that thing in the back? A mechanical doll?
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
I missed that chance there.
Tough choice. But it was the right call.
You think so?
Yeah, I guess you don't use the action.
I would have done the same.
That's what's funny.
Yeah,
You were
probably
doing the
would've.
same thing. You took out the collectors. We never needed that intel.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Calculated risk.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Shepard's not doing so well in this fight.
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
He looks weird
So?
boxing in his uniform.
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, loco.
That's kind of a cool system. I guess they intentionally made the triggers hard to click. I take my hand off my mouse when I'm listening to these cutscenes, I just noticed, so sometimes that has cost me when I have to quickly grab it to click those Paragon or Renegade choices, but I would have done the Renegade ones anyway. Yeah, I don't know if I like Loco as a nickname. Don't want people starting to think enough people in the galaxy already think I'm crazy.
No nicknames, Lieutenant. Okay?
Your ship, your rules. Your laws. Commander.
There we go. Hey, fortification unlocked. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed that little mini quest there. Another model. Except Ashley. Ashley gets to use nicknames because one of the perks of being a lieutenant commander, I guess. So where's that little puppy thing? There's our shuttle. No Firewalker, and I can't say I'm too sad about that. Because I can't interact with him. That's the elevator. Some more of my ships. I like that, how you have to like go on a scavenger hunt to find your ships. That it makes sense, and it's pretty cool. I was a little sad when I lost my ships at first, but I actually like this way better. I still have not found Chewie the space hamster though, so we'll keep an eye out for him. Not sure he's on board, because if so, we would have fed him. Weapons. Alright, I do want the other pistol though. Alright, I guess it's not free. So there must be some kind of equation. Well, you can carry up to a certain amount of weight, and then after that, it starts affecting things. Because when I got rid of the assault rifle and grabbed this guy, see, it's still 200. So maybe it goes up to like 250 really, but it caps at 200, and if you get above the 250, it starts cutting into that limit. Yeah. Alright, we'll go with that. What's this over here? Weapons upgrades. You can buy them, I guess? So these are just guns. Right, they're not actually upgrades. So, okay, first of all, it'd be nice if it actually said what type of weapon it is. I guess you can tell by the appearance, but when they say improved weight, does that mean less weight or more? That's probably a shotgun. That's an assault rifle. Let's buy that. I mean, even if I can't use it, my crew can always use it. Oh, and you can upgrade it even further for more credits. Alright, that's pretty cool. It's nice to have a credit sink in the game. So what do I use right now? Only a sniper rifle. So I have the M8 Avenger 1. And the Eagle. So I could get the Avenger 2. Let's buy that. The Avenger 3. You can just keep going, can't you? Now let me make sure that actually has improved weight. Power recharge speed 172. What was it before? Wasn't it 175? No, maybe it was like 160. Let's upgrade it again. So 172. If we buy another upgrade. Spending all my credits. I wonder if the import is the reason I have some credits from the Alliance. That would make sense. Yeah, 170. Okay, it is better. Nice, I like that. And what do we have here? The Eagle? Let's upgrade that as well. Alright, I'm going to save the rest of my credits though. Alright, 179. I can live with that. And that's our ship. Alright, let's head back to the... Oh, nope, actually I don't want to go here. Nice quick elevators. Loving that. I would like to talk to Liara first though, because I know she wanted to talk to me. She is... this way, I do recall. Alright, Liara. What do you have to say for yourself?
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
I guess it makes sense either way too, because obviously it makes more sense to Shadow Broker, but even as an intel agent, which is what she was when we met her before, that, you know, it would still make sense for her to have all these monitors and all. I do wonder though, at what point do you like stop having so many small monitors and just get like one big one in the middle and have it, you know, manually split into different screens? 'Cause I think that would be like when I get like a house of my own and have enough money to fit it the way I want. That's what I think I'd like to do. We have just one giant screen in the middle with like 3 screens arranged vertically to either side. That'd be a nice setup.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
More importantly, where is it?
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. People were finally starting to listen before the Reapers came. If we'd had a little more time, maybe Earth wouldn't. I'm sorry. I understand if you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, we did all we could. Yeah, it seems like the last game had like 3 different choices a lot of the time. This one only has 2. I guess they were trying to save a little money on the budget there and use it for other things, but still, I think it would have been worth it to have 3. Because when there's 2, it makes me always think Paragon Renegade, and I don't like always choosing the Paragon choice. I'm gonna say there's hope for Earth because I'd like to believe that. That's still optimism.
There's still a lot of people alive down there. I have to remember that.
You will. It's the war we warned everyone about for years. And if I know you, Shepard, you'll make them proud.
I'll do my best. All right. So you do get reputation. How does that? Like, is it? I don't know. I was thinking maybe it fills up reputation in general, and then Paragon and Renegade affect the percentage of that. I'm not really sure. I suppose I could look that up, but maybe later. All right, now back to floor 2. What are our unread messages? Here we go. Oh, lots of stuff. Special ops from Hackett. All right, we need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Okay. Reinstatement. Formally acknowledge your reinstatement to the Alliance military. Cool. Get the SR2 back, and I get diplomatic authority. That could be useful. Oh, all caps. Emergency, flash traffic. Earth under attack. Evacuate Sol system. Independent action is authorized. Subject, my dog. I was a contractor working on the Normandy's haptic interface when it was in dry dock. Your VIED emailed me to let me know I left my dog back on board. Aha. Ha, its name is Canine. That's cute. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way to drop off my dog. Please just take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails, and 750-volt Atlas. Thank you and sorry for the trouble. I promise you won't be too much of a headache, Andrea Brown. I'll do my best. Your VIED put in a request for me for a handful of N7 grade weapons. Happy to oblige. I led the engineers who retrofitted the Normandy when it was turned over to the Alliance. Left the guns in your weapons locker. Alright, cool. Quarian Fleet. Citadel. Where is the Quarian Fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians, who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilum, the fleet left no destination, and there are reports on a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Interesting. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. Alright. So that seems like it's a news article. I imagine it has more to do with their politics and probably the Geth than anything else. But I would like to find out because apparently they have the biggest single fleet in the entire galaxy at the moment, and it would be useful to have it on our side, and at our side. From Edie, while we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand should you be reinstated as commanding officer. As the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested, I chose something from the Official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to a commemorative hooded jacket for wear on off-duty hours. You will find it among the selection of your catalog. Okay, so that explains the hoodie. I think that was one of those things that came free with the game. Some of your data you found allow me to research and upgrade for you. Have a pleasant day, Glyph. Alright, cool. That must be the one we already accessed, though. Alright, how are you doing,
Commander,
Specialist?
come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Sounds dangerous.
Okay. Yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay.
She does have nice teeth.
Was there anything else?
I will give her that. But yeah, I like their little conversation. That one, it's good that she's capable of going out on her own, and you know, she has that attitude I like. But at the same time, you got to keep the crew in working order to make sure we survive the mission. All right, I guess we'll ask about this stuff.
You end up in the military anyway.
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I
There
served
you
my
go.
required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me, seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if
You said
flagging
it.
messages and managing strategic
Well, I was
intel
gonna say
helps
us,
you in
but-
any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes, you'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved
Explains
Earth,
the accent.
but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
Did she say if like metaphorically, or if like she's thinking about it? I guess they're still probably on the colony world.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
All right. I guess time to get started. All right. Clusters already conquered by the Reapers can be accessed using the Normandy stealth drive. Search these clusters for survivors, salvage, and valuable intel. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of oh, that's cool. A lot of side quests, which I don't know. I really like the last game where like the side quests were like main quests. So hopefully it's the same way here, and the side quests are just as deep and well thought out. Like all the loyalty missions, which by the way were optional, obviously, even though I didn't realize it at the time. But like those were awesome. They were all like every single one of them was a fun mission, and it felt like part of the main quest. So hopefully these side quests are just as exciting. Not that the second game didn't also have its share of, you know, kind of meh quests, like the what do you call them, the Blue Sun ship we went to. But yeah, hopefully this game has a minimal amount of those type. All right, so there's the galaxy divide up into the sectors. I guess these are the systems we can go to, at least initially. So I was going to say I'm surprised the Reapers are so spread out, but considering that geography doesn't really mean anything in this universe because of the mass relays, it actually makes a lot of sense. It's hard though. You really can't like hold a defensible position. It makes things interesting strategically. You can't turn off a mass relay, so yeah, it's not like in Star Wars where there are actual like campaigns, like, you know, you'd start in one area of the galaxy and conquer it planet by planet and have the supply lines and stuff. When it comes to the mass relays, the Reapers can just come out anywhere and every system has to be prepared. Kind of with that in mind, I'm kind of surprised they haven't conquered more of the galaxy yet, but I guess they just arrived. probably a matter of weeks ago. Alright, so Citadel's okay. Apian Crest is conquered. Exodus Cluster, Anos Basin, Kite's Nest, Hades Gamma. I remember that place. Where's the local cluster? That should be around here somewhere, right? Guess it's not accessible right now. Nothing in the Traverse is accessible yet. Alright. So, let's see. What was that mission Hackett mentioned? Alright, so we only have missions. There are no real assignments. Sanctum. But that's not a priority. So priority must be main quest, and these are like the categories of side quests. Probably categorized by planet, and if not by planet, then by the faction you're doing them for. Alright. I don't know where Sanctum is, though. It's the only thing. There we go. Oh, I saw a message pop up, but didn't have time to read it. Here we go. The Normandy is equipped with new and improved scanning pulse that can detect objects of interest. Use this to uncover war assets, artifacts, intel, and fuel as you fly around the system. Be aware, however, that each time the pulse is used, the chance that Reapers will enter the system to investigate is increased. If a Reaper enters the system you are in, flee and wait until you complete a mission before returning. That's kind of cool. Although the Reapers are already here, so I'm not sure how that really works. So right-click scans, but there's nothing I'm not near anything, so Reaper alertness. Okay. So I guess I should does that mean the Reaper that's in the system? Not really sure. Let's do kind of position myself here.
I found something.
I think we already have been here, haven't we? Yeah. I remember this planet from Mass Effect 2. Now these probes. Alright, these are more familiar. But there doesn't seem to be resources, just a beacon. This way. The mount sensitivity here is like annoyingly low. There we go. Did I not hit it? Escape. Oh, war asset acquired. Javelin missile launchers. So I guess that was all we need to find. Alright. Anything else here? Wow, that is really painful. I can barely move it at all. Alright, whatever. Done anyway. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Grr. Where's that base, though? Uh-oh. I guess they're not in this system, but they're in a nearby system. We should leave and come back. Oh, the Cerberus lab is this way. So yeah, we don't want to go to those systems, apparently. I'm kind of worried about fuel, too. Like, how much... Is there still fueling stations? I don't see any other systems marked. Which is weird, because there were two on the... You know, on the circle thing.
Signal confirmed.
Wreckage. Yay, we have fuel. Actually scanned by accident there. Something here too. Dragging my mouse all the way across my desk. Can you turn it faster with... Oh, maybe you can turn it faster. Maybe that's it. What do we find? Credits. Alright, I'll take it. This is a kind of cool minigame, I guess. It's hard though, because I don't know whether to do it during a Let's Play or... I think we've covered most of the system. Oh, assets recovered. Alright, cool. That's actually incredibly helpful. Just because it's a garden world doesn't mean it's a picnic. I like that. Freezing ice storms cover the poles and temperate zones, leaving a narrow strip of habitable land at the equator. Mining, travel advisory, all that good stuff. Alright, let's land. Who should be on my crew? Obvious picks. Alright, yep, good with that. I guess we should outfit... Steam doesn't use powers, so we can take pretty much all the weapons he needs. Can't use a sniper rifle, I guess. I guess he's only equipped for these two. Yeah, might as well take the better one. And... Liara? She doesn't have... Okay, they don't have the same mechanic I do, I guess. This is better, right? Pretty much. So that's kind of nice. You don't have to worry about it too much then. But apparently they don't automatically upgrade. I guess because upgrades are not always obvious. Unlike in Mass Effect 2. Alright, I was worried because I was like, wait, this is empty, but it's not actually empty. It's just highlighted. That would be cool. But I think I want to upgrade Shockwave first, then I'll go for there. What is Cluster Grenade? Biotic... Yeah, that's cool. We'll go for that later, though. Alright, okay, lots of points to allocate now. Right now all she has is Singularity, yeah. So, let's do Warp Ammo. Oh, I'm an idiot. I hit confirm. I meant to hit...
Got a hail from Admiral Hackett.
I misread that.
Put him through, Lieutenant.
Shepard, we've uncovered a secret Cerberus lab, function unknown. We sent in a recon team, but they were forced to pull out before they got very far.
Any other intel?
We think they're using the facility to warehouse and study Reaper tech. We've been wondering how Cerberus is connected to the Reapers, and this might give us some answers.
We're on it.
Find out what Cerberus is doing and get me any Reaper tech samples you can, Commander. Hack it out.
Does, I'll hold that thought. Alright, so I was wondering, I should pay more attention to this. I might go back and like rewatch the first tape. Does the Alliance know that I turned over the facility to... Somebody mentioned that, but I don't remember who. The Elusive Man? Like...
Commander, I'm tracking some tech with a Reaper signature. That's your first sample to grab. Updating your nav point.
Because I was...
On my way.
I was in trouble for the Batarian thing, I think. But even if you didn't do that mission, surely you'd still be grounded. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe you just happen to be on Earth? Not really sure, but, or maybe just for working for Cerberus, that's probably how they did it. But, yeah, either way, if they don't know that I turned over the collector thing to the Elusive Man, I'm not going to tell them. But I will when, yeah, when the time is... I'll tell the crew, obviously, because they need to know. And they can judge me as they wish. But, yeah, it seems like that might have been a bad call, but, there's just so much we can learn from it. Yeah, it's hard to know, because even though Cerberus has it and they're trying to do bad things with it, we may still be able to use that tech for our war against the Reapers. So we might have to take it back from them and give it to the Alliance, but at least it's still there to be taken and not completely obliterated. Anyway, I'm going to call this an episode since it's already been 40 minutes. And when we come back, we will investigate the Cerberus base and find out what they're doing with this Reaper tech. I'll see you guys then.